I'm part of two well-known families in California. The Pachecos that go back to the 1400s. I'm a 19th generation Californian. And then the Moragas, who Lieutenant Moraga founded San Jose in 1777, and so that's 10 generations. So as you can imagine, I feel like Shasta County is my county. My family, my ancestors have traveled through Shasta County for more than a dozen generations. And, they didn't have resources. When Lieutenant Moraga came from Spain, he was second in command of the Spanish army. He lands in Monterey, California in 1776, and the general says to Lieutenant Moraga, "You've done well. Go up north and make a name for yourself." Now, he could have done what warlords might do, which is take soldiers and go slaughter people up north and make his own place. He chose differently. He grabbed a priest, 14 men, some women and children. He went up north. He landed where the Presidio is now at in San Francisco. And Lieutenant Moraga started the Presidio, and in 1777 made his way down to San Jose, founded the city of San Jose. No resources, no technology, no medicine, no communication, no ability to get back to Spain, no help, no support. He made it happen with nothing 10 generations ago. I think of him as like the first great entrepreneur of the Silicon Valley. Most of my life, I had this wrong thinking of dystopia, that the world was getting worse, which is a scientific lie. Now, I'm not talking about like pollution. I'm talking about poverty, homelessness, drug addiction, ability at getting food. All the statistics are getting better, not worse. The media makes us think that things are worse, but it's not. Scientifically, we're doing better as humanity. I mean, I think of humanity right now like Mario Brothers, right? We hit the mushroom and we're leveling up. Things are getting better, but I didn't really see that. I kept thinking about how things are getting worse. And it wasn't until I read a book by Chris Valentin. Some of you know who he is. And he gave me this book, and he said, "I really think you're going to like this book." And it's called Heavy Rain, and I get it, and I don't think it's acknowledgement. I've never had acknowledgement rock me like this book did. I open it up, and it says, "For my children's 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 children who I'll never meet, but everything I do is for you, and I will celebrate you in heaven." And I remember reading that, and I remember thinking, I always talk about Lieutenant Moraga, and I do it to encourage people. Like, look what's possible. But I wouldn't even think about 3 generations from now. Like, I never gave myself permission to think about 2,400. I never gave myself permission to do great things and build a legacy of the significance of what Moraga did, ever. And it was like, for the first time, I had permission, validation to do that. So often, people feel under-resourced. They're not smart enough. They're not pretty enough. They don't have the right team. They can't think well enough. They're emotional intelligent. There's always an excuse. Your excuses are not helping you. The excuses you hear about Shasta County or Redding or the police or the homeless or the drugs, not helpful. It has no impact on your ability to make a legacy here. No impact. Moraga came with nothing. Whether you like Bethel Church or not, I purposely didn't invite, most of my network are Bethel people because I hang out with them. I come up here to work with them on special projects. That's fine. This is not a Bethel event, right? It's just me inviting my friends and their friends. And I had 18 different people that were interviewed before this event this afternoon. And I come up here for that, to hang out, work with them. I've started a company with several friends called 100XR. I'm starting another new company with 8 people here that live in Redding. I'll keep coming up here. I love this place. But allow me to just say, like, for Bill Johnson and Chris Valentin as an example, like when they started off, it was them and their wives and 30 people. It's now like 84 organizations and a world-known thing. Like, whatever your lack of resources is doesn't matter. You can do anything. You don't even have to have a vision. You can just take Luke's vision. Take Hope's vision. Take Jake's vision or Ryan's vision or Julie's vision. Take Jonathan's vision. Like, go online, go on Google. Google great vision. Take the vision, make it your own, make it happen. Nothing can stop you. Lack of money can't stop you. Lack of health can't stop you. There is nothing that can keep you from transforming the world. Nothing. Only your excuses, your lack of faith in yourself, your lack of faith in what's possible. Your selfishness could affect. Your pride could affect you. So get selfless, be empathetic, put yourself in other people's shoes, be humble, work hard, and make a difference. And if you don't leave here setting your mind to do that, then you go right back to the same patterns and watch everybody else, like the folks on the stage, making a difference. Because I'll tell you what, the people that I interviewed tonight, they will be talked about 10 generations from now, if humanity is graced to keep going on as we do. They will be. Will you be? Internet, will you be? YouTube and Facebook, will you be known? Not for your own ego. You'll be gone. It won't matter to you anymore. It's not for pride's sake. It's because you can. You are one of 7.3 billion people. It's basically, I've heard, 1 in 4 trillion chance that you get born. Like, you came out a winner, okay? The moment that you were conceived, you beat all the odds. The wind is in your sails. You get it? You can't be stopped. There's no excuse why you can't do what's in your heart to do. This is not a faith message. This is not a religious message. This is one businessman with a family legacy that loves your city, that's telling you, you can make this a reality. Will you? I'm out of time, and I'm going to end with this dream I mentioned earlier. I woke up 5 times, and I had this dream. If you've ever seen the Apple TV has this drone footage on it. And so there's Dubai, and there's San Francisco, and there's Hong Kong, and there's all these amazing aerial drone footage. And I go to sleep, I wake up from this dream, and I had it like 5 different times. And every time I woke up, I'm like, how's that even possible? How in the world are we ever going to get there? Because it was about Redding. And here's what I saw. I saw Redding, Shasta County, more beautiful, more prosperous, more abundant than Dubai in the future. It literally looked like Redding had been not scraped and redone, but that Redding had been redeveloped by you. Like, you actually made my dream a reality in the future. You don't know it yet, but you did. Thank you very much. And it was like the Apple building all across Shasta County. It was the location on earth that people talked about. Not because of money, because of prosperity. Not because of riches and wealth, but because of spiritual, emotional, family wealth. And the city reflected what had happened in people's hearts. And I was in my dream in total awe. And I'm sitting in my dream, and I'm on a couch, and one of the leaders in Redding is explaining how we got there. But I didn't remember it. I was like, oh, the plan was not there. And I kept thinking all day, how are we going to get there? How are we going to get there? How are we going to get there? And that night I was with some friends, and we were kind of having a think tank, a little mastermind together, talking about the future. And I'm imaginative guy. Like, I knew you would be here. Okay, I already saw you. I walked in Final Draft about 4 weeks ago, and I was visiting my family. My wife's parents live here. I walked through the doors, and I saw all of you. Saw the stage, I saw the lights, a little bit hot too for me. Well, right. I didn't see that part. If I saw you, I already saw this. I knew this was going to happen. I saw it. I have a good imagination. So I wake up from the dream. I'm asking all day, help me understand how we get there. And this is what I saw. I saw Shasta Lake, and it was desolate. Like an old war zone, had ships on it, and the ships were completely broken down and abandoned, and the lake was basically just dirty mud. And I'm looking at the lake, and then I see like dirty water on top of oil, which isn't normal, right? Oil rises. And I just remember thinking, like, this whole dream is all messed up. And then I saw the entire thing change in an instant. In one moment, the dirty water evaporated. The oil was absorbed into the ships. These old broken down ships became the most glorious, beautiful yachts ever. And the complete desolate wasteland that looked like Armageddon became the most lush, amazing area. And I realized in that vision what I was seeing. That for Shasta County, the way it happens is in a moment. Are you going to be part of that moment? Because the future of Shasta is going to be way beyond your wild imagination, whether you're involved or not, and I welcome you to join us. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Are we done? Yeah. So I think we cut the cameras. I'm going to say one last thing about, I mentioned that I'm going to have a giveaway. I gave Jonathan the hats and the tickets. Here's the giveaway. I'm going to donate an entire day of my time to one organization in Shasta County. I would like that organization to be a nonprofit organization or a social enterprise. It's fine if it's a for-profit business, but it should be doing good for people. I will not just decide. I'm going to tell you how to guide my decision. I'm not coming alone. So my work days can be 16 hours, but maybe your person you refer me to, they do 6-hour work days. I don't care, 16 hours. I'm going to give you a whole day. As you can imagine, I'm a pretty good sales guy. I'll get on the phones, I'll sell. You might think I have a good network. I do. I'll connect the organization with people. I like to do strategy. Like I'll clean toilets. I don't really care. But my time is extremely valuable, and I'm not for sale. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come to me and hire me. It doesn't work that way. So I'm going to give an entire day of my time to an organization, and I'm going to film it. The reason I'm going to film it is so that there is a model of what I would do with one day so that it can be modeled and copied and scaled with other groups, right? So it's something I can do that can go on. In addition to my time, 8 people that I get the joy and honor of working with here on a new enterprise that we're building around artificial intelligence and voice products, all 8 of them have committed to working for 1 hour. So you get me for an entire day, or your organization that you choose, get me for an entire day, and you get my 8 people that are all better than me at what they do for an hour. So this is what I'm offering you, and here's how you decide. I'm going to look at all of the social media posts. Future of Shasta. Are the cameras rolling or they're off, right? Are they off to the internet? They're rolling? Off the internet. Good. That's it. This is for you. I'm not trying to like manipulate the internet to give us more reach. Like, I can't believe how many pages we stream to. It's insane. Okay? Like, I'm stoked. But this is for you, the people in this room. One of you will determine where I give an entire day to and where my team gives an hour each to. Here's how you're going to help me. You're going to go online, you're going to hashtag Future of Shasta, and you're going to talk about something that inspired you from the 6 people that spoke tonight. I am going to go on. I am going to look at all the Future Shasta hashtags, and I'm going to get the general vibe of who inspired you most, who gave you the most hope. I'm not going to survey you and base it off that. I'm going to base it off what I see. Okay, so this allows you, including all the 6 speakers, the 6 of you should be talking about one another. It allows you to talk about other people, to promote other people. You see what this is? This is my ability to like promote all of this stuff. I want you to go on. I want you to promote. I'm going to look. I'm going to see what are people talking about. Is it Hope? Is it Julie? And whoever I think made the greatest impact based on what I see, I will ask that person, and one of these 6 speakers will decide where I invest my time. And that's basically how we're going to do it. I thought about a bunch of ways to kind of give a day of my time. I feel good about this way. I think that all 6 speakers would make a great decision. And so they'll be chosen based on what you post online. So there it is. That's that. We gave the hats away, and I'm super grateful for your time and your attention. I don't live here, so you have me right now. Please understand that if you wouldn't want to chat with me tonight, because I'm gone back to Santa Cruz in a moment, I'd keep it brief. So just understand, I wouldn't want to be rude to you. I would like to connect with more of you. Like I really care. The people that I know, like I love you. I want to connect with you. So I'm going to go to Deja Vu tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'll be there for an hour and a half. If you feel like having breakfast with me, come and show up, and we can spend some time together. Have a wonderful night. Buy a lot of food. Buy a lot of drinks. Use Uber if you drink too much. And 10% of the money is going to the charity. And thank you for being a part of this. I'm so grateful.